Right, this is not even a lie. This is 100% true. I'm going to show you, well, I'm not going to show, well, Michael Austin will show me, I'll show you, okay? How to do 100% every week. And I swear to God, this is not a lie. This is truth. I've got results. Other BD members are doing it. This is genuinely hand on heart, right? So Michael Austin is the creator of the Mogwai reversal strategy. And the way he trades, he likes to kind of not manage a trade. So Michael Austin, so let me explain to you how I trade, okay? Let's just look at this trade here, okay? So here we've got a let me just find you a valid setup that I would say is a valid setup. Okay, here we go here. Well, in fact, this was a setup we literally took today, okay? We literally took you, if I just show you here, you know, if I just go to the settings here, this was literally a setup I took. This was perfect. Watch this, right? Watch this. Have I got a before and after? Yeah, watch this. That's the before, right? Look. Hold on, wrong way. Give me a sec here. Before, that's all the profits as everyone's taking the same trade as me because, you know, I'm good at calling setups. That's the before. I will get to the after. There you go. That's the after. That's the after. And if you look at the setup now, here, beautiful, right? So this was a trade that I took with the members, okay? So for me, I will only ever take the first pullback in a downtrend, okay? So as soon as the TCA line turns red or green, first pullback in this downtrend. So for me here, I wouldn't take this one, okay? I would only take the first pullback here, okay? That's the second, that's the first. And I will manage the trade. So I'll take my trade, I'll put my stop loss out of the way, and I'll manage the trade, right? Because I trade a larger account. So for me, I you know, want to kind of manage the trade. I want to get in, I want to get out, I want to make money every single day. Michael Austin's a little bit different. So Michael Austin will take every single pullback in this downtrend. So Michael Austin will take that one, he'll take that one, and he'll go for a minimum 1 to 2. He won't touch the trade, he won't manage it. 1 to 2 or a loss. That is it. Every pullback in a trend. And what he's done is he's come up with this kind of money management strategy that makes him 100% a week. Now, trust me, if you were to do this on a large account, it's very likely you will get banned, okay? I can't see any broker, especially like for me, right? If I do this on a 100 grand account, not that I would anyway, because, you know, I mean, you got to be stupid to risk that kind of risk on a 100 grand account. But, you know, if I turn 100 grand, 1,000, you know, double it every single week, there'll be eventually a problem, right? The broker's going to be like, hang on here, what's going on? How are you doing this? I mean, most prop firms are going to do the same. This is why Michael Austin does it on a small account. So I'm going to show you exactly what Michael Austin does. Let me first of all go into there. Michael Austin. Right, hold on now, I've got to find it here. Right, so I'm going to explain to you exactly what this guy does. And I'm not even joking here. He absolutely obliterates it like every single day. Every single day. Let me go. It's written down here. Here we go here. Right, hold on. Here we go here. Okay, right. So these are basically his results. Okay, Monday, 30%. Tuesday, 20%. Wednesday, 20%. Week 6, 20% on Monday, 20% on Tuesday, 20%. I mean, I'm not even literally joking at you. I mean, look, oh my God, how sexy is you? There's a trade that he took. You know, everyone's saying how best group in the industry. Love this group. This was me yesterday. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. First trade I take on gold using Mogwai reversal. Went for a 1-to-1. He's actually got the rules written down here. Okay, so this is what Michael Austin does. Okay. I think he's got the rules written up here. Give me a sec here. Again, BD members have literally jumped on this. Give me a sec here. First 20% banked on Mogwai hyper growth account. Yeah, so BD members are smashing it. Let me try and find it. I think it's written down here, right? Because I know what it is. I just want to make sure I've got something visual so you can see. Okay? So what Michael Austin does is he will take a £100 account. But essentially, you can do it with whatever. £1,000, 500, 50 quid, whatever. he will risk on the first trade. No, let me just start off. He'll do this on one currency pair. So one currency pair, and his favorite one is GPUSD. Okay, so GPUSD. But again, you can do it whatever currency pair you like. However, GPUSD, you stick to one currency pair, Mogwai reversal strategy. He will risk 10% on the first trade. Okay, and because he's going for 1 to 2, he'll make 20%. Right? As soon as he gets a win, that's done. That's him done. Okay, so if he wins the first trade, he's made 20%, done. He's finished for the day. If that loses, he then takes the next trade, right? On the same currency pair, the next valid setup. And then he'll risk 20% to make 40%. Again, if that one's a winner, you know, he's lost his initial 10%, and he's now made 30%. Okay, so if he loses the first one, wins the second one, he's made 30%. Again, walks away for the day. Okay, if that one loses, he risks 30%. Okay, to make 60%. Okay, and again, and he has turned £100 into £4,500. Ideally, you want to risk £100 and withdraw it each week, as you will lose the account one day. So what he's saying here is eventually you will lose 4 trades in a row. But he has done 13 weeks non-stop and not had 4 losses in a row. I stick to one currency pair and I trade after London Open. If I win, I stop for the day. If I lose 2 in a row, the day's finished. So he finishes after 2 losses. So if the first one loses and then the second one loses, he walks away. He then carries on the next day, risking the same. Okay, so if he loses the first 2 trades, that's him done for the day. The next day, he'll carry on risking 30% and 40%. Okay. He again explains how to do it on an FTMO account. So if you have a 10K FTMO challenge, he explains to you here exactly like the numbers you need to do. Okay. If I go into some of the results and then I'll show you it live on the charts. Okay. You will see some of the trades that he has took. Okay. So this was yesterday. 3% today. Definitely done for the day. Here we go. I think Michael Austin says he met. Yeah, there you go there. So you can see here, going back to what I said, you see on Monday, 4th trade won 30%, first trade won 20, first trade made 20, third trade made 30, first trade. So you can see here, he's only ever got to the 4th, like kind of, well, I don't know, step once. He's only ever done it once. So in 3 weeks here, and what he's kind of showed here, that's what he's got to. So as you can see, pretty much every single week, he makes 100%, okay? And again, like I said, if you know Michael Austin, week 1, you have to risk, you have £100, risk 10% to make 20%, first trade, and if that loses, you risk 20%. But essentially, if you know Michael Austin, all of his trades are valid. He's very active in the group. This was me set up. This was me last night. Today has been unbelievable. This was me literally last night. Again, some members took the same trade. But again, if we just look at the signals, because I know Michael Austin's, that one there. So as you can see here, 1 to 2. Always goes for a 1 to 2. So let me just show you exactly what he does. Let's go to GPUSD. Okay. So this is a perfect example of what he does, okay? Live example. So, okay, this one here. So 8 o'clock, okay? 8 o'clock is here. So this is London Open. This would be the first trade that Michael Austin would take. Now, obviously that lost, okay? So he would then take the next valid setup. And now bear in mind, he's now going for 20% risk for 40% profit because he's lost 10% here. Okay, the next valid trade would be this one here because it'd be a downtrend now. Okay, now Michael Austin will take this trade because it's touched the MA. Michael Austin has in fact, let me just see. I bet you any money he's took this trade. GU pull back next and sell, or we're up again. I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Austin is in this trade. TP here, EU, 1%, that's 2% made. Yeah, so essentially he would take this trade here and that would be him done, okay? As you can see, no better than GU. Yes, EU rocking today, okay? So as you can see here, he would take this trade, okay? Make his money back on here. That's him done. So he'd go for 1 to 2 on this one. And as you can see on this example here, he would get a 1 to 2. I don't know, 10 pip stop loss, 8 pip stop loss perhaps, 16 pip take profit. You're coming very close to it. He would win that. Let's just pick a random currency pair. Let's look at USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD might be a little bit better. Okay, here's a good example, right? USD CAD. So London opened here. Okay, so London opened here. So this would be the first valid setup. Okay, first valid setup. That's a loss. He would then take the next one, which would actually be here or here. Well, I'd actually probably take that one. The reason why that signal appeared here and not there is because that's touched the EMA. So for me, again, this is kind of the way I trade, different to Michael Austin. I will not take a trade if it touches the EMA. I'm very fussy with my trades. So for me, you know, I like to manage my trade. I like to make 1 or 2% a day. I mean, I don't need to make 40% a week or 100% a week. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's not something I would personally want to do. You know, it's for people that kind of like being a bit risky and adventurous. But essentially, right, he would take that one, okay? And again, that one would go for 1 to 2, okay? You can see here, I don't know, 8 pip stop loss again, 16 pip take profit. That one would have won. For me, I probably would have entered it here because this one's more better for me because it's not touched the EMA. Again, I would have won that as well, okay? So as you can see here, that's how he trades. Okay, so just to wrap it up now, okay, just going to recap everything he's just said, okay? So he trades one currency pair. He goes for a minimum 1 to 2, right? And this is what he does. The first trade, he risks 10% to make 20%. Won't touch the trade, he won't manage it. If it doesn't hit 20%, he'll take the loss. He'll then take the next trade. If the next trade wins, done. Finished for the day. Whenever he gets a win, he's finished for the day. Like he says here, there will be a point on which you will blow your trading account, but, you know, you're going to at least double your account every single week. And if like, I don't know, 1 in every 8 weeks you blow your account, you're still making serious amount of profit, okay? Again, this is not something I would personally want to do. I haven't got that kind of risk tolerance. I like slow and steady. I know it's boring, but that's my style of trading. I like to be cautious. I don't like to be like Michael Austin that goes balls deep into everything. High risk, give me all the setups. I want to make 100% a week. Yeah, not for me, but as you can see, this is exactly how he does it. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com.